Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Seems we are overwhelmed with the level of panel discussions we have had till now. Okay, uh, I just have 5 minutes. I'll try to extend it to 7 minutes. Uh, Before moving on to what we have for the presentation, a small story, a story about each and every individual present here. जब हम लोग यंग होते हैं, we are happily unmarried. We go home, we have our own life, but when we get married, when we have children, we go home, we have to listen to what our better half has to say, what our children have to say, what our parents have to say, what our friends have to say, right? How do we prioritize each one of their comments, their feedbacks? Anyone in the house? How are we prioritizing the feedbacks, the comments, the requirements that are coming from the diverse set of peoples who are present in our life? If there is one individual, we do it nicely. When there is two individuals, we manage. Three individuals manage. But when we have n number of people in our life, it becomes difficult to prioritize their feedbacks, their comments, their thoughts about us. Similarly, for any retail company, customer is our family. We all agree, right? And an unhappy customer will never come to us for the second time. Do we agree, right? What if we have thousands and thousands of comments or feedbacks or problem statements coming from your customers from diverse areas, email, WhatsApp, social media, internally from your assets, employees? How do you guys manage? How do you prioritize whether each and every feedback that is coming to you gets resolved in a timely manner? The most simple thing that we have is FIFO method. We all will agree, right? जो पहले कंप्लेन आया उसको देखो, उसको रिजॉल्व करो and then move ahead. First in and first out. But what if a complaint which has come 5 days back versus a complaint which has come day before yesterday? The complaint which has come day before yesterday is much more damaging to our brand. What will happen if that gets unresolved for a longer period of time? That is where what we as a company have done is we have developed something called customer sentiment and emotion model. Now, why emotion? Sentiment, we all know whether I'll have a positive sentiment or a negative sentiment or a neutral sentiment. But we are going a deep into understanding the psychology behind each and every feedback that we are receiving. And that is where we want to demonstrate, we want to take you through this journey. Now, this is a real life example that I'm showcasing here. For the sake of PII, we have blurred all the identifiable information. So this is the real consumer complaint that came to one of our clients. And since it's a single complaint, we can understand what is the sentiment here and what is the severity of the complaint, whether it's a major complaint or a minor complaint. So here we are saying that sentiment analysis to be a detractor for our brand and the severity is pretty high. Okay? But what if we start getting complaints through n number of sources? WhatsApp, emails, LinkedIn's. Now it was becoming very difficult for our clients to manage these consumer complaints that are coming in and prioritize for the purpose of resolution. That is where the analytics and AI model came into the picture. Using the concept of large language model or the generative AI coupled with natural language processing, we developed this solution. What it is doing? The same feedback or the problem that came in, we kind of categorize them into 6 broad category. Number 1 is, what is the complaint category? Now, using this complaint category, now the person who is at the customer care executive level, he or she knows and understands where this problem needs to be routed, whether it needs to be routed to a manufacturing concern or to the salesperson or to the business development person. Next, we have the complaint severity, whether it's a minor complaint or a major complaint. Major complaint needs to be addressed very first. We have the consumer emotion. When it comes emotion, now can anyone tell us what is the idea what is that Nike sells? Anyone in the house? What does Nike sell or Adidas sell? Incorrect. Come again. Incorrect. Somewhat correct, but what emotion? Sportsmanship. Yes, one. So these brands, they hit your emotions of being fit. Right? So Nike have their tagline, just do it. Okay? So they don't sell shoes. They don't sell any tangible product. They sell the idea of being fit. So that is where these emotions can be extracted from the feedbacks that we are receiving. So in this case, you see the customer is highly dissatisfied and agitated. Now, using these terminologies of agitated and dissatisfied, now I can prioritize these problem statements and resolve rather than waiting for 3 or 4 days time to people to resolve these problems. Then we have brand perception. Using the AI model that we have developed and using the feedbacks, we now understand what is the general brand perception, which can be sliced and diced into regional brand perception or demographic-based brand perceptions for that matter. What is the potential root cause analysis? Now, many a times what happens is, whenever we have a problem, the customer care executive person who are sitting, the work is generally entrusted to the third-party vendor, they are least bothered to jot down what may be the potential RCA behind the problem. And that is where the model understands the feedback, the complaints coming in and categorically gives out the root cause analysis behind the issues that is happening to the customer. Right? Using those RCS, corrective resolutions can be taken, which again is given by the model. The potential resolutions that can be adhered, that can be taken for resolving this problem. So this particular solution is predominantly helping organization retain their customers. Now, many a times what happens is we talk more about customer acquisition, customer growth, but we rarely speak about customer retention. If we have 10 different unique person coming in and 6 people going out of your organization, net customer base gets eroded. So our purpose, our mission is to help organization retain these customers, because acquiring a new customer involves marketing expense, lot of effort. And that is where retaining your existing customer becomes very easy, very challenging simultaneously, and that is where we are helping organization. So this is from our side. We have our stall, IndusNet Technologies. We are digital engineering, come digital marketing, come data science team. 1,000 plus assets working for us. And if you have any further question, you can visit our stall for a deep dive session and brainstorming. Thank you.